scene.
This is Flash vs. Shine in the Tving OSL Round of 8. I'm Nuke. That's me waving. I guess the mic doesn't really pick that up. Here we go, waving noises. But this should be hilarious, since both these guys have a very different style of play. Shine is more of an all-any, rushy type of player. Sometimes. I mean, he's shown, especially in the Ever 2009 OSL, that he was capable of going into the late game, but it's definitely not his preference. And it's more a preference of a player like Flash. And since they're both so different, I'm expecting hilarious consequences. But here we go. Gladiator is the first map. It's our double map. It'll be played in set 5 if we get to 5. I'm hoping we don't see a steamroll today, but I have a feeling we won't. I'll tell you why in a second. Except, up at the 10 o'clock position, in orange is Shine, scouting down, meaning at the 2 o'clock position in white or beige is Flash.
I'm Flash.
Shiner McShiners and I, yes, they both have really goofy voices attached to them, which is as it should be. In fact, let's combine those for a second, just this once. Let's see if I can make this happen in post-production.
Shiny McFlash is annoying.
Okay, I'm gonna try to edit that later to make it sound good. Moving on. Let's see. The reason I said I didn't think this was going to be a complete walkover, like one player getting completely outplayed, is well, there are a couple reasons for it. Before the game started, I looked at the win records for the players. They showed the last 10 games played, and Flash's was not all that surprising. He only lost 2 games in the last 10, and those 2 were in this OSL. That's what got him into the tiebreaker in the first place. Shiny Grandma in the audience. But okay, anyway. Distracting Shiny Grandma. Back to Flash. So Flash only lost 2 games. But what surprised me was Shine's last 10 games. He's only lost 1 game in his last 10. I didn't realize he was doing so well, but Shine's been doing pretty well. And Flash's play has been a tad shaky as of late. I watched this Pro League game, which I probably played about 4 or 5 hours before this game last night. I watched that live. He played a game against Great, kind of showing his level of TVZ at the moment. And it was good. It was great, in fact, but yeah, great. Oh, great puns. He was against Great, and he was great. So, it was great, but there are a few moments where I was thinking, man, this does not look like Flash, because he was, well, there were Dark Swarm, and he wasn't pulling back from the Dark Swarm fast enough. Just little tiny moments like that. Overall, I'd say he played very good. And any other Terran player, I wouldn't be holding him to this high standard. But still, all I could think about when I was sitting there watching was, man, this is unlike Flash. This is not the same kind of sharp precision he usually shows in his games. So that's another reason why I think Shine has a chance. If you'd asked me the same question, does Shine have a chance, about a year or 2 ago, I would say absolutely not. But today, I think Shine definitely does have a chance. I think he's going to put up a good fight. It's okay. The lair is coming up for Shine. He's going to try to get rid of the SCV Scouts. And Flash had done a complete wall-off inside of his natural expansion. Yeah, complete wall. He floated the barracks there just to get out another scout, another SCV Scout, to sneak by Shine's defenses. But yeah, let's get a couple of predictions. I got a bunch here written down. Let's get some predictions before the action heats up. Let's see. Here's one. Oh, Hydraless Den from Shine, of course. So he's going to go for 2 hatch lurker since he already got the lair up. He's going for lurker, 2 hatch lurker. Oh, it's going to be insane. Here's Academy coming up for Flash, so at least he's going to be able to work on scan soon. But let's get a prediction real quick. Here's one from Winterschloff08 writes, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Nuke, but Shine will beat Flash. No doubt about it. But here comes Flash. He's going to try to sneak by and get the scout, and Shine's going to have to stop this from happening. But no! Flash, he gets by with his SCV. Sneaks by with the SCV, and he's going to see this Hydraless Den. So he knows exactly what's coming his way, which is an all-in lurker strat. Well, maybe not completely all-in. He might transition off of this, but this is going to be a very aggressive lurker push soon from Shine. Oh, it's going to be crazy. And Flash is going to be prepared for it. He saw the Hydraless Den, so he knows he doesn't need to invest too much in turrets or anything like that. Anti-muta, which is usually what you're preparing for at this stage in a TVZ. But Shine will attack soon. Let's get another prediction, just to try to get one more out of the way since I have a lot. Here's one from Soul Zerg. Writes, I predict Flash and Fantasy will plow through everyone, making for a very intense final that will be back and forth between them. I say this because how can you go against Flash? Also, Fantasy has a pretty swell record going for him right now, also. My last reason is I'm a big Terran fan. I hope he wasn't referring to a Fantasy versus Flash final, because that is impossible. Not the semifinal, though. We could possibly get a Flash versus Fantasy semifinal, but there are the lurkers morphing. So Shine is going to try to get this done, and it's going to be difficult. Flash, he's trying to make the wall as airtight as possible, even building an additional supply depot there. Cancels the supply depot to build another bunker. So he has the one bunker at the front. Here come the lurkers trying to break through. Flash, he's going to have to repair that bunker if he can get close enough to do it. Pulling at the last second. He has a tank, though. The tank will outrange the lurkers, but the lurkers trying to break through now. 3 lurkers getting through to the natural expansion. But Flash does have scan. He has 2 scan in the tank. He's probably been saving that up. And he has the siege mode on his tank already, so he's out of range. Well, not completely out of range of the lurkers. The lurker's going to take down the tank. The tank goes down. But Flash, the hero Marine, snipes the last lurker that was at the natural expansion. Wow, capacity crowd. Didn't realize there were so many people there. Kind of surprised me. But the lurkers, yeah, Shine can't let up with his lurker attack. He's going to have to keep pumping units and win this game right now. He corners a vulture, takes down a vulture and an SCV, but a fire bat now at the natural expansion, which should be enough to deal with the Zerglings. As you saw there, no mining at that natural expansion for Shine, so he is all in with this attack, morphing 2 more lurkers outside of his natural expansion, and he's going to try to go in and end the game with those. But this is going to be extremely difficult for him now. Yeah, he got running through with the Zerglings, running into Firebats. Yeah, Flash has the perfect unit composition here. Because with the tank in the back, as long as he blocks for the tank, he'll have the defense of his natural expansion. He has his tank sieged up, 2 tanks sieged up at that natural, just awaiting more lurkers. There are the vulture. Oh, the vultures sniped the lurkers. That's crazy. Scans as soon as the lurker went down. The last lurker down for Shine. So there's really no way he's going to be able to break through this natural. He went so all in with it. Yeah, GG from Shine. All in attack failed thanks to Terminator map hacks. Okay, let's move on to the second set now.